What are you eating for Christmas dinner?
What am I having? Pudding.
What about your main? Are you having turkey?
Man, honestly, I haven't planned it yet.
Okay.
But I love popcorn, so I might have popcorn.
And can I ask you another question?
You can ask
Are you
me.
a vegan?
You know, it's interesting you ask that. In my heart, I mean this sincerely, I am a vegan.
Yeah.
I do eat meat from time to time.
What are you eating for Christmas?
I don't even know.
All right, so I don't want to put words into her mouth. So I don't want to claim that she thinks negatively about this guy that just said in his heart he's a vegan, but he eats meat from time to time. But for anybody out there, I'm guessing there's a lot of people, a lot of vegans, and maybe even vegetarians that would hear that and think that guy's ridiculous. I think we should rethink about this. I think we should recognize how good that guy is. I don't know what percentage of the population is vegan. I mean, maybe it's around 1%. Let's just be generous and say 2. I don't think it's 2 though. Most people eat meat, dairy, and eggs nonstop, like way worse than it ever used to be. With the abundance we have now, people love those products and eat those products. So sure, it's best to get people to be vegan. But if somebody is going to, and I'm not even just talking about reducing right now, I'm just talking about mindset. If somebody is in the mindset of feeling philosophically vegan, they feel like this is wrong. I can't stop myself because I'm addicted to it or I grew up with it or whatever, but they know it's wrong. Those are people we want. We want them to not think that we vegans are assholes. We want them to, in my mind, we want to consider them part of the movement. I care, how do I word this? I think the philosophical side of veganism is probably overall the more important side. Now, in the moment, for saving current animals, the more vegan you are, the less animals you eat, the better it is for these animals. But I think as far as the future and the world changing, the more people that we can get that will be like this guy to say, hey, like, let's forget about what you eat or don't eat. Let's just talk about it philosophically. What do you think is right or wrong? Somebody that hasn't thought about it, but with some thinking about it, recognizes it as wrong, even if they can't stick to it. I think that's just such an important thing to encourage, and to not get that person to feel like you're their enemy. Because I know for myself, at least, I don't know how many vegans listening have a situation similar to this, but maybe close to 20 years ago, so I'm 37, and in my late teen, early 20 years, I thought that it was wrong to eat animals. And so I started being vegan sometime around that time of thinking about it. I was vegan for about 1.5 years. And then due to missing my cravings of meat, I actually stopped and I ate meat again. And I went off and on for various different years. I'd be vegan for months. I'd be vegetarian for a while. I was also very addicted to cheese. So 9 years ago, I finally went all in after watching Earthlings for the first time. It pushed me too far, and I'm like, I really need to do what I know is right. And now I've been vegan for 9 years. But I just wonder how many people like this guy that might get pushed away by vegans that get maybe a little too pushy to somebody like him, get pushed away when they have that mindset. I'm not saying it's acceptable that I took as long as I took the animals I ate and therefore put in demand throughout those years. But it is what it is. It happened when it happened. We deal with what we deal with, and our hope is to change over time. And what leads to that change is the conversations and the thinking about it, the philosophizing, the figuring out what's right and wrong, whether you do the right and wrong in that moment. And so it's just something to think about. I'd be curious what anybody's thoughts are on this.